CCTV revelations about the scandal at Husi Foods is just one of its recent scoops. The other is its release of a report accusing the state-owned Bank of China, one of the country's big four banks, of money laundering. It was helping rich Chinese to illegally move money out of the country. But then one of CCTV's most famous anchors, Rui Chenggang, was hauled away from the studio by prosecutors. They're investigating corruption at the network. LinkAsia's Beijing contributor Mark Dreyer is with us. Mark, what's the buzz online?
Well, Rui is immensely popular with more than 10 million followers of his Weibo account, but many have actually been celebrating his fall from grace. He's a very polished interviewer who's fluent in English, but he's known for having once driven out Starbucks from the Forbidden City in the center of Beijing, and he once told President Obama that he believed he could represent the whole of Asia. Wang Xiaoshan, a columnist and actor with 1.6 million followers on Weibo, writes, "I don't like him, but I hope he is treated humanely. At least respect the laws. That would be a good start." In reply, this person makes reference to the government's anti-corruption campaign, which targets both minor players, the flies, as well as major ones, the tigers, sarcastically saying, "All the networks have been critical of Rui Chenggang, but in actual fact he's not even a small fly. At most, he's a mosquito." Increasingly in China, some of the more vocal critics have been taking to Twitter, where there is no fear of censorship, with writer and activist Liu Shui saying, "The arrest of Rui Chenggang and other rogues from CCTV's financial news channel just goes to show that the rot has gone down into the very heart of the system." Rui is different from other corrupt officials. His family opened up a public relations company to control his business, and through his commentary and interviews at CCTV, he openly attacked universal values and the Constitution, causing great harm to the nation. There are two most basic human needs, money and lust. Blogger Michael Anti had this to say, "Rui Chenggang probably hasn't really harmed anyone, but it's just breathtaking how many people feel disgusted or offended when he's mentioned. Such a classic example of negative PR, and yet he's hailed as some icon of the nation's soft power. There you have it, China's rise." But if CCTV was on the receiving end here, days earlier it had been dishing it out with its reports about money laundering that then curiously disappeared from the web. Economics professor Li Yuhuan argued it was right to suppress the report, arguing that the truth would shame the nation, saying, "My opinion is that although this issue has been going on for a long time and is often exposed, the report of CCTV has much larger influence, and this could be hiding more problems." But others lambasted the broadcaster. In response to a post on the Southern Metropolis Daily account that summed up the allegations before wondering why the reports were being deleted, one person wrote, "The CCTV report is ridiculous. It says Bank of China abused its position of monitoring to do an inside job. In fact, Bank of China is a commercial bank, and it's the central bank that takes charge of monitoring. The report can't even tell the difference between them." Well, many are against CCTV. It does have its supporters, but in attacking another government-run organisation, it certainly seems to have written another chapter about the infighting amongst those in power.
Mark, with CCTV accusing the Bank of China of money laundering and then having some of its own employees investigated, do you get the sense that this has added to people's sense that there's a lot wrong with China's leading institutions?
Well, I think for many it has, yes. I mean, these allegations on the surface are shocking, but few here can have been genuinely surprised given what's gone on before. This commentator addressed the general situation. "Look at the way those corrupt officials are acting. Why is it that when the officials are still in office, nobody dares to say any bad words about them, only good things? But when officials fall from grace, no matter what large contributions they may have made, they only get critical comments." To which one person simply responded, "The louder they bark about being clean, the more corrupt they are." As you can see, there's a fair bit of cynicism here.
Now on US airwaves, a global channel of uncompromising stories. World news, documentaries, entertainment, and culture. Link TV, connecting you to the world. For more information, visit linktv.org.